and no intro.
No. Oh, damn. Hey, well, welcome back to the South Side of the Wall. It's your boy Jay Targaryen. I'm here with the usual suspects, Lord, the Chicago Italian Bull. I got your Grace King Mac, also representing House Stark, and we got Lord Ray Martell. What's going on, Ray? You already know why I'm
House
here.
Martell.
You know why I'm here.
Don't y'all start that bullshit.
Okay, let me.
Y'all start that bullshit.
Ray,
Y'all start that bullshit.
Ray.
Y'all start that bullshit.
Granted, we didn't start anything.
On YouTube, you're not supposed to curse in the first 2 minutes. I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't take this.
Ray. Okay, let me just ask you this, Ray. Why? How did that go over your head from this morning in regards to Prince Oberyn? How?
What do you mean?
Well, shouldn't we address our listeners of what the major topic is right now? The major topic is Lord Martell. Ray's homie, the Ray Martell.
Yeah, tell them, Bull.
They're bisexual, bi-orient.
What
we're not judging,
bi-orient?
but bi-orient. They like Orientals. They like any nationality. They think above and beyond.
Bull, are you kidding me right now? This man just said bi-orient.
House Martell is the house of no lies.
Bro.
It is the safe house.
Now, Ray, do you have any idea what bi-orient means?
Have no clue.
Yeah.
This dude, what the? Already,
we're not even 2 minutes in, Bull. We're not even.
It's the most progressive house in Westeros.
And it has the best wine.
It's very progressive.
The best wine comes from Dorne.
So, you guys, we dissected season 2, episode 3 last week. How y'all feeling about season 2? How it's developing?
I think season 2 is
going
probably
through you guys' mind.
It's probably. I would say season 2. So, just going back through it again, is probably the second best season out of all of them.
Yeah,
like legit.
Is it because of
the second best season?
Is
season 2?
That, right?
I think season 2 is the second best season.
It's up there, man.
It's very much up there. I mean, there's a lot of. I don't think the show would be what it is without it, but they took it up a notch come season 4, and that just kind of just changed everything. Season 4 was less like
you see so much packed in too, almost leading towards the future a little bit. Being that we've seen what we've seen already, but going into rewatching it again, there's so many. I hate the word Easter egg, but essentially there's a lot of those motherfuckers.
No. You're absolutely right, boy. There are a lot of Easter eggs. Like, why do you hate Easter eggs? Why do you hate Easter eggs?
I don't know. The word that fucks with me is when somebody says you're what do you call it when something that fucks with you? You know what I'm talking about? People, your pet peeve. My pet peeve is the word pet peeve. I don't like the motherfucker.
What are we doing right now?
We're talking about life. We're talking about culture.
We was just supposed to reflect how we think about season 2 so far.
It's about the culture and Rob Stark. I mean, can we talk about Meghan Markle?
What?
He risked the whole kingdom for her.
Yeah.
What's her name? I forgot her name, but she's
Talissa. I don't really know her real name, but Talissa.
Meghan Markle is what I call her.
Why do you call her Meghan Markle?
Because she's tearing up a kingdom. She took away a prince. You're just tying it into today's game. It's fucking beautiful. This woman, I mean, do you guys ever watch Suits?
Eventually, this kid is going to get us fucking canceled.
You've been saying that for months.
I haven't said a word about the fucking Meghan Markle or the.
Now you're making me sound like Greg Braggs. I mean,
wow.
I heard my voice get to that temperature.
Yeah, I don't even speak on that. I
don't like that.
I don't give a fuck about them.
But I mean, she's very similar. I sent you some pictures of her.
Yeah,
I think we should share those motherfuckers because she looks a lot like Meghan Markle.
In a minute,
but
I mean,
big fat ass, pretty face.
Let's just put a fork in this one right here. Your Grace King Mac, how you feel about?
I put more than a fork.
I virtually strangle Bull right now.
Bull all off track,
bro.
To me, I'm with Ray. It's probably to me it's the third best season of the Game of Thrones. But you definitely need this season because it's setting it up for the rest of the season's kind of giving you, you starting to see characters coming to their own, like Arya, Arya Stark. You're starting to see Gendry coming to his own a little bit. So, it's an important season. And then you get to see, as much as it hurt me to say, you get to see the beginning of the downfall of House Starks. But of course, they'll be resurrected,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then I just want to touch on Mac. Like,
what's wrong?
Season 2.
You wanted to touch on Mac?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I wanted to just touch on the fact that you could see Cersei unraveling. You know what I'm saying? You get to see how scared and impulsive she is when she loses control. Like, that's her phobia.
To a corner. She's a motherfucker.
Well, her own brother's doing it the whole episode. The imp.
You know what's crazy? They like to call some of the Targaryens crazy. It's meaning they lose their mind. But Cersei is kind of
Targaryen-ish.
Yeah, she kind of she kind of cut from that cloth. You can make a assessment. She the Mad Queen almost when you think about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she got all the Targaryen stuff down pat. The incest, lunacy.
Yeah.
Well, look at her offspring.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good point,
I think your offspring speaks a lot about you. Maybe not so much genetically, but very much genetically. But as you raise the motherfuckers.
How do you say maybe not so much genetically, but very much?
I was correcting myself.
Why was because of that, Ray?
Yeah, why was because of that?
I wrote this down actually. Why it was because of that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe me?
Yeah. Why was because of that?
And it's the only one on the page too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ray like
look spectacular.
Ray like a wordsmith. He love them words.
I love words.
Something with a Smith on it.
Hey, Justin. So, season 2 for you, like, is it up there? Is it one of the better seasons for you?
Absolutely. I know this is going a little bit too in the future, but take the scene of Joffrey torturing those two women in his chamber. You know what I'm saying? That's when you seen the intensity. Like, that's when you seen this shit get real. Like, you have a volatile human being as the king of the 7 kingdoms. You see the worst case scenario right there. That's what I love about season 2. Is a lot of these different characters. You get to see them when they at their wits end. Like, come on, man, this man Joffrey is sitting here shooting a fucking crossbow at women. For what? Because he liked the pain?
Well, he started with the belt.
No, he started with that
motherfucking at Billy Club.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
no, the belt and then the Billy Club.
We can't do that in Black History Month. So.
Well, all kids who come from incest seem to lose their mind. That's what they saying, basically.
Well, I mean, Mycella turned out pretty well.
Did she? She died.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are about to have a baby, so I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, what? I'm sorry.
Bull,
I'm just too raw sometimes.
Come on, man. I feel like low key, Bull, sometimes we just need help with you. Like, you ain't got no handler or nothing.
What's wrong with the control?
You're out of control. Yeah,
like low key, Bull. Last week, you had the video up of this lady giving birth to this demon. You had the visuals of it. Ray is sitting here telling you that his wrestling show got thrown off because of a DDT. You had live demon birth on YouTube.
And did this get thrown off? No, because it's educational.
Yeah, okay. What did you take me through? What was going through your mind when you watched this young lady give birth to this demon?
Black magic is real. And I didn't really see it until that point in time.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you have that fighting on your side, I mean, that's fucking legit, bro. I mean, to downthink Stannis at that point in time in the Game of Thrones, episode 4, season 2, he was a player in the game. And then you got Melisandre with him, obviously the one who gave birth for educational purposes, House Martell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? She was low key. She was kind of bad for education.
Well, she didn't get canceled. You know what she did? She gave birth to a baby and she gave birth essentially to a false prophet, which
Now,
was
I gotta
Scanner.
ask you, Bull. Take a good look at this demon child. Would you say this demon is black face, or is this the color of the demon itself?
I don't believe it actually has a color. It just goes to the shapes and sounds around them.
Yeah, shapes and sounds.
Sounds
Yeah.
I,
from
I,
the top
I
of the
got a question.
buildings.
I got a question for the host.
Okay.
Justin, in this moment right here, before she was rescued, what were you feeling?
I was feeling actually hurt by that because you have this man making his queen to be a
Real
monster.
quick, for the people that are on the podcast side of the game, we're showing a picture of Joffrey in the Red Keep with Sansa on her knees. But go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry. We
Yeah,
got
like he was degrading her physically, mentally, verbally, like every type of abuse the activists throw out there in this generation. He was doing it on the screen. It was a terrible scene, to be honest with you, Ray. Like it was a sickening feeling. Like Sansa, they call her Little Dove in the Red Keep.
She was Little Dove.
And he was toiling with her in the mud like she was just a fucking pigeon, bro.
Yeah. Matt, you are House Stark. You are House Stark, so I would be remiss, and I think the host will actually ask you how you felt in that moment, seeing one of your own being degraded by the king.
At that moment, I knew I wanted to see Joffrey die a horrible death. I knew it.
That's real.
Mhm.
That's real.
Yeah. At that moment, I knew it. And you know what I thought? I said, this guy's a punk.
Damn.
I did. Because even, let's just say whatever. I know back in those times, marriages was arranged, so you might not love your wife, you know what I mean? Because it's new, you got to grow into love or whatever the case may be. But even if you disliked your wife, your soon-to-be arranged wife, there's no way you treat her with that amount of disrespect. Just ridiculous. And at that moment, I knew he was a little punk, and I knew I wanted him to die a horrible death. A horrible death. I didn't know at that moment what type of death he would have, or even if he would die. But I knew at that moment that it would be satisfying if at some point he died a horrible death.
Hold it right there, Mac. Hold it right there. Now, if you had the choice on how to kill Joffrey Baratheon, how would you want him to see? How would you want to see him die? Eaten by a dragon, ripped to shreds by dire wolves?
Now those too fast.
You talking about one of those goddamn, what's my man name? We saw his dad in this episode. The flayed man.
Fuck,
Lord Bolton.
Ramsey. You want a Ramsey death for that motherfucker?
Yeah, peel his skin off, something like that. Maybe stone them to the
I would
edge.
start with the kneecaps.
They should have stoned them to the edge of death. Not death, just stone them to the edge of death. And then peel the skin off.
Damn.
Crack shit.
Why did you say it that way?
That was pretty graphic.
Yeah.
He said, and then pull his skin off.
I mean,
Like he said it like he enjoyed it.
I mean, in that moment, I was just like, God damn, this motherfucker right here, man. Like, Joffrey showed how sadistic and how unthoughtful he was about everything. You know what I mean? Like,
just careless.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about nothing, and he made it known when he said the king does what he wants. And so, like, because soon thereafter, as they were degrading Sansa, she was saved by Tyrion. Tyrion comes in and I think Justin will appreciate this. He was saying that he was educating his nephew when this son of a bitch right here, I forget his name.
Lord Marion Trant.
Yeah, Merwin.
Marion
Gotta
Trant.
wait.
Like Mike Trout.
I wanted him to die too.
Yeah, well, he was a suck up, and Tyrion had checked his ass a couple times. And
Bronn, if this man speaks again, I give you permission to kill him.
Yeah, And he
And
was
that
like,
is a threat, sir.
and that's
Hey,
a,
Ray, that was a boss move too. That was
right,
a
that's what I
boss.
was saying. Yeah. And basically, as he was saving Sansa, he walked away and said, "Do you still want to marry him?" You know, Sansa, he don't know what to say. Honestly, she don't know if she says the wrong thing to Tyrion, she's gonna go back and tell the queen or the king or whatever. So she's like, "No, Joffrey's my one true love." Blah 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 blah. And in that moment, that's when they made the decision to, him and Brian talking like, maybe he just need a little bit of a release. Maybe he needs you know, somebody to come through and whatever. That's what he started. Right after that, they showed him with
He
the
said, "Milk the eel."
yeah,
By the way, that guy you just showed that was in the King's Guard.
this guy right here.
Yeah, he's a disgusting individual.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
That or his hairpiece.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit for real.
Oh, him.
Like, all the way around.
What do
He's
you hate about him, Mac?
I wanted him to die a horrible death.
You peeling his skin back for what?
Yeah, it's no morals, integrity. No morals or integrity. No values, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he basically said, "I do what the king tells me to do without question." You're a piece of shit.
Isn't that what you want out of a King's Guard, though?
Nope.
If you're the king, Mac?
Nope.
Okay.
So, Mac, you saying you want this out of your King's Guard?
Absolutely.
Yes, you want something open-minded.
No, that's great
something
guy right
free
there.
with pride.
What house does he come from again?
I don't know.
Martell.
I think so.
No, bro,
Oh, that's Oberon.
that ain't Prince Oberon.
Man, that's the Mandalorian.
Oberon.
Fuck out of here. That's the Mandalorian, and that's
The guy
fucking
from The
Joel
Last
from
of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
Oberon owes me $20.
Yeah, stop it. Let's move on, please. Can we move on?
Just so you guys know, in the private chat, fucking Ray tried to tell Bull to move his camera so his name couldn't cover up his face. I like his name covering up that fat fucking face. I wish he had a bigger name.
Oh, I never heard that.
You didn't hear it because I put it in the private.
It's a
chat,
message.
so
That's
can
why
read
you
it.
ain't gonna hear.
Well, I don't, if I'm on camera, I'm not going to look at the private chat.
Y'all boys
That's
be
how we
nice.
communicate. So we ain't talking.
Oh, well, I haven't been
We're
looking
not
at it.
telling people the same thing that we're talking about on the side as we're fucking
Exactly.
people. Like,
Yeah.
that's the reason why the private.
Now I know.
Hey Ray, man, you really ain't diving into it. So before you move on, I would like
But-
to.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I would like you to be a little Oberon and dive into it.
So
go ahead, Mac.
you a fan of Lord Eddard Stark like me.
I am.
So how did you feel seeing his oldest daughter get treated in that manner?
Oh,
Now, I in that moment, I thought I did talk about it, but I'll rehash it. I think that Sansa was in a between a rock and a hard place the whole time she was in King's Landing, from the moment that they brought her there to the moment that where we see her today. She was lost, and the only thing she could do is to try to keep herself as close to King Joffrey as she can by any means necessary. And I felt like, damn, man, nobody can save her, and there was nothing we could do for her. Like, I felt helpless, and that's
you don't
weird.
want to be saved.
That's weird to feel while you're watching a show, to
It
feel
is weird.
helpless. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel helpless too. I agree.
and but as a dad, as a father, I got daughters, and I don't know how I could be if I knew my child was helpless and I'm helpless to help her. You know what I mean? That would just fuck me up.
Yeah.
That's the shit that drive people mad.
Did you want Joffrey dead at that point?
I wanted Joffrey dead way before this.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted Joffrey dead. When Joffrey,
What was your token point at that point where you wanted Joffrey dead, Ray?
oh, the moment I wanted Joffrey dead,
Yeah.
when he killed Ned.
Okay.
Gave the order. Yeah.
When he turned his back on what he told Sansa he would do, and he killed him.
You know what's crazy? I think Ned's rolling in his grave, knowing he left his fucking family in the hands of Cutland Stark.
Oh my God, we're gonna get to that. Oh my God,
I've been over that
with
before.
that shit there. We gonna get to that. Yeah, we're gonna get to that shit. Fuck that. Let's move on. We went to
You got Justin acting like Oprah over here.
we went
Hey, calm the fuck down, piggy.
Everybody gets a car.
We went from the Red Keep to I think we went to did we go to the battlefield after that? Or did we go to
We opened up on the battlefield.
Littlefinger was visiting Rentley. And then
I thought we went to the first visit to Harrenhal after that.
No, Mac hit it right though with Renly talking some shit to fucking Littlefinger.
Yeah, we went to Renly.
So Renly came in, and well, Littlefinger came to where Renly was.
Yeah, and then that's when Cutland Stark, of course, he also delivered a message to Cutland Stark.
Oh yeah, this right here.
Ooh.
Showing a picture of Catelyn Stark, or AKA Cutland, and Littlefinger.
Yeah, but this turned on Littlefinger.
No, I don't think. No,
to be next to his love,
explain
his love of his lifetime. Yes.
No, that didn't.
I don't think he cared that there was a blade in between them.
No, come on, Bull. Like, he professed his love for her. She pulled a blade.
He was fucking his sister to get to her.
I mean, but that was later.
He started the whole Game of Thrones because of them.
Yeah, but I mean, that was later though. But at the same time, in that moment, he came to her.
This is season 2 though. This is this is fresh.
But in that moment, Bull, he came to her to try to, like, fucking wedge his way into her life and shit. I tried to figure out a way to say it. Tried to wedge his way into her life. She put a knife on his motherfucking ass. You know what I mean?
But I don't think he saw the knife. I just think he was just so happy to have her next to her. If you've ever been in a toxic relationship,
there's a knife right there, Bull.
You understand that's Bull.
Cool. There's a knife.
People forget.
There was a restraining order.
People forget this was planned though.
What was planned, Matt?
Littlefinger was meant to send a message to Cutland Stark.
Mm-hmm.
They sent him there to do that.
Yeah, he had told Renly, like, yo.
That's why he had the bones of her husband.
Yeah. Well, he did bring Ned Stark's body, Lord Eddard Stark's body back to his wife.
What's wrong with you saying Ned?
I just don't call him Ned. I don't know him.
He's Lord Eddard Stark. We know this.
He was.
He's headless Stark.
Now he's dead Ned.
Don't worry. Can't wait till we get to the old warrior.
So we did like, I was just like thinking about the
you know what? Imagine a warrior sitting in dog. I mean, well, I ain't even gonna
what?
Imagine a warrior. Imagine a warrior sitting in
wolf shit.
There you go. Thank you, Ray.
No problem. I'll cuss for you, bro.
Thank you. Ray. Wasn't it satisfying to see that? It was, wasn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, with that, the scene we're talking about, like, he had just told Renly, like, yo, you can, when you storm the gates or whatever, you could be met with an army or resistance, or you can met with open arms or open gates or whatever. He's playing the game. you Bull said it right. He started this whole. What are you laughing at, Bull?
Just open gates.
What's funny about open gates?
You fucking dummy, Bull.
You gotta realize he's high, right?
Oh, okay. No, I realize he's high. It's just, I want to.
No, open gates is like the code name for House Martell, isn't
it? Hell no.
You're a piece of shit for that.
I ain't that high, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know we're recording. The gates are wide open.
But I do have a serious question for Justin.
Yeah.
In that scene where we saw Cutland Stark with Littlefinger, after he professed his love, she pulled a dagger. Something major happened. Like, he took a second and thought about it and came back and said some shit. You remember what he said?
Do you want to see the girls again?
Yeah. Why did his voice change? That was weird, right?
Mac, that was Mac.
I know where both of the girls are.
Well, he said he had them. He said he had them. Do you want to see them again?
And that line right there, Ray, it made me absolutely sick. Like a baby with vomit coming out of its mouth.
Yeah.
Well, Imagine being one of General Custer's babies.
Ooh.
Who's oh, he's talking about Crest.
Yeah,
Left out
especially a
there in
boy,
the
you getting
cold.
sent away.
Yeah.
Like the man straight up lied and said he had both the girls when he was in possession of none of them.
Yeah.
Where are all the boys?
Yeah.
They was
Yeah,
in
I mean-
possession of one.
Well, they had Sansa, but he had no clue what the fuck.
Yeah.
Sure,
I mean, he really played the game well.
Can we talk about how Jeffrey?
I'm not even gonna hold you. He actually, him and a couple other characters really knew how to play the fucking game. They're the ones that moved the chess pieces.
Him, Varys
moved chess pieces. Tyrion moved chess pieces.
Varys is overrated.
Okay, let's not fucking disrespect the spider, bro.
Hold on, time out.
The spider? You mean the fucking eunuch?
Hold on.
The nutless and ballless man?
Come on, man.
Hold on.
The most. Right
Hold
now.
on.
The man who talks to children? His little birds?
Was that his? What is that? Was
Hold
that?
on, wait. You talking about the man who talks to children? Fucking Brand's superpower. He control animals.
Exactly.
How many animals you send into war, bull?
You know, animals have a lot more self-respect than most human beings at some point in
We're
time.
not finna get into that. I understand you work part-time for PETA, but this
I'm
is
gonna
not
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. That's white people belief, that bull. That's not
What? What is a white person's belief?
The animals have more self-respect than humans. That's why y'all value dogs more.
I don't know, man. Hey, how much garbage you see in the city? How much garbage you see in the fucking woods? Because animals don't fucking litter.
That's some sound fucking logic.
How many lattes have
right.
you seen a squirrel drink?
They leave their footprints. They don't leave the fucking. They don't leave a fucking packet of ho-hos.
Sound logic. They don't leave Newport fucking wrappers everywhere.
Bull, how many light
I didn't
bills
take it
have
to
a-
Newport,
have a horse
but you
drink?
did, Ray. And yes, they're leaving Newport wrappers outside.
Fucking stupid.
The snow does not melt that shit.
Oh my
So,
God.
Bull, what you telling me is Gray Wind, the dire wolf, would be a better president than Donald Trump?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, unless you want to find a
How many stimulus you
fillet
getting
of
from Gray
fish
Wind?
wrapper somewhere else.
How many stimulus you getting from Gray Wind, Bull?
We didn't
You know,
mention-
I
we
mean,
didn't
you look
mention
at
the
the
fact that-
billions of dollars that have been stolen from those funds.
They're
It's
not stolen.
sickening.
They're sent to Ukraine.
We didn't
No,
even
they're
mention
on
the fact
false
that Gray-
fucking pretenses.
We didn't even mention the fact Gray Wind started the episode out eating people's faces.
Mm-hmm.
The war dog.
But anyway, let's keep it moving, man. Bull, I'm wondering how you are feeling about Rob Stark at this time, because I'm gonna come around because Justin and you are going to disrespect him, and then I'm pretty sure Mac and myself will.
No, actually, I'm not going to disrespect him.
No,
I think
you can disrespect him. I know you.
is
are.
a very undervalued.
Why would this
character.
man get disrespected, Ray?
I don't know. You tell me, because that you're the two who do it.
No.
Wasn't the question
You
directed
do it.
towards me?
Yeah, this is a bad guy radio and juke joint production, by the way. Just make sure you plug that. Just want to make sure everybody knows this is bad guy radio and
House
Juke
Martell flies all the flags.
Joint. And it's a Italian bull fucking participation trophy.
The King,
Italian.
Chicago Bull.
Okay, cool. That's a lot
The
of
King.
words. That's a lot of words. Help me out, Bull. I'm re-asking the question.
Okay, let me answer it.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think it's a very undervalued character. I don't believe he had his best asset next to him, which was Jon Snow, number one pick of the draft, mind you.
Okay.
Now, when I get into that, he had
Maybe.
Davos leading him. He had Catelyn Stark leading him. That was his advisors. Jon Snow was beckoned when he heard about Ned Stark getting chopped off. He was first in line to head to the wall or head out of the wall, forget his vows, and go to fight with Rob.
He hadn't gave his vows yet.
Oh, he had given his vows.
No,
yes.
he didn't. No, he didn't. When he first found out,
Oh, was it like right around the same time?
it was around the same time because when he found out his dad died, he he went to he was gonna run away or whatever, and that's when the Lord Commander kind of told him, was like, "Yo, no." That's when he talked to fucking the last Targaryen.
If I'm writing the
He
story, I'm
talked
gonna
to
write it like
he
Ali
talked to
G.
he
I
talked to
punch Mormont in the face. I take the fucking knife. I go down to my brother and I fight everybody.
But no, he was talking to the Maester Targaryen. I forget his name, but
Aemon.
he was talking to Maester Aemon. And
Yeah,
Maester
Great
Aemon,
Balls Targaryen.
yeah, he gave him a couple sound words of wisdom, and he made a decision to stay at the Night's Watch and not go.
The reason why he stayed was Lord Mormont.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, he gave him the sword.
I disagree.
Yes, and he said, "We need a man to lead us."
I disagree. It
Really?
wasn't. It wasn't until he spoke with Aemon that he made the decision to stay.
When Aemon told him about you're gonna have to make a decision for duty,
right,
or love.
We talked about this.
I thought it was more on Mormont.
No, you're the fucking moron.
It was Aemon. Because
No.
Aemon gave him the story of his family when his family got destroyed.
Right, that's when we found out he was a Targaryen, and that's why he made the decision that he made. Like
Look at you guys teaching me shit.
Well, because
It's
you
not
just
that hard
right now. You're just forgetting.
That's what she said.
That's why you ain't had no date tonight, nigga.
Wow.
Well, you said it's not that hard, Ray. Wow. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Wow. I didn't say it's not that hard. That was desperate. But still, you know. That's a shame if you went. That's what she said.
Get Isaiah up out of the comments. Get Isaiah up out the comments. I'll leave right now.
Oh, no, Isaiah's just worried about figure four leg locks.
I can't get Isaiah out the comments.
What's up, brother Isaiah?
No,
Isaiah got a great name too. That's
yeah,
great
whatever.
Yeah, we hate his name.
This nigga Bull talking about he was gonna fight off Mormont and kill everybody. Nigga, you would have been bleeding out before breakfast.
Oh, you're always talking about To Kill a Mockingbird. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Bull, what was what?
Yeah.
No, that was you didn't have the
that went over the head with some of the people.
You didn't have the question. You didn't have the question, Bull. But we were talking about
what?
We were talking about Robb Stark. We were talking about Robb Stark, and you didn't disrespect him. But Jay Targaryen, we're talking about.
He did because he doesn't know what a real warrior is.
Well, I'm just
Jamie Lannister looking ass motherfucker.
You know, we saw him finally come in contact with his future wife, Talia.
That's Robb. Yeah, well, yes, but he risked the whole kingdom for her.
I mean, did he?
Yes, the Meghan Markle effect.
You're going to keep running with that theory, right?
Yes, because it's so fluent. I mean, look at her. Holy shit. If she's not Meghan Markle.
No, that's a good comparison. I'm not even going to hold it.
It is a good comparison. It's actually spot on.
That's pretty good.
But this one.
Did you guys ever watch Suits?
Yeah. Isaiah
Oh
says.
my God. Meghan Markle in Suits.
Yeah, he says, what's good, y'all?
What's good, Isaiah?
I did just bite my fist. Ugh.
Hey, but Justin, you didn't give me the word on Robb Stark and Talia. Like, what's going on? What do you
think? Hey, Isaiah, congratulations on collecting your paper too. But go ahead.
Man, wow, we going here. That was unnecessary.
Jesus Christ.
That was part-time challenge.
You guys talk shit about me.
Yeah. That was part-time.
First of all, Isaiah, you in the comments. Fuck you. Hey, King Mac. Fuck you.
I can't even see that. Isaiah, how's the cauliflower?
Hey, Ray, I know what I'm doing. I'm putting the cables on him before he start talking about Robb Stark. Now watch how he go in, right?
No, yeah, I'm not gonna go in. I'm a better man.
But I didn't shit talk Robb. I think Robb was a very vital character.
No,
he got seeded out, but we'll see what happens. You actually see what happens throughout each episode.
Yeah, it does.
He outsmarted the Lannisters when he did.
Mm-hmm. He's won every battle he's been in.
The Lannisters was pissed.
You remember undefeated.
I think Talia.
Talisa.
Talisa.
Rocky's wife.
Yeah, I think Talisa was the start of a great stretch for Robb Stark.
Are you sure it's Talisa?
Beautiful woman, distracted long enough to where he could get distracted
just like
long
it's the
enough
House
to
of
where
the
he
Dragon.
could fucking fuck himself over. Like it was beautiful. Like I'm glad she came into the picture. Like she actually helped Catelyn Stark destroy her family. I appreciate that.
Very similar to the Queen
There
Elizabeth.
it is. And,
Rest in peace.
and there it
Yep.
is, Mac. It's on you, bro.
I
Like,
knew it. I knew he
yeah,
was gonna go
there it is.
always.
He can't help himself.
Always. He can't help himself, right?
I was
He
gonna say something nice about
He
Rob.
gotta go below the belt when it comes to the start. He never can keep it above board. He gotta go for the juggler. I mean, but when you think about it, Rob Stark, we didn't get to see it because they didn't fight. But to me, Rob Stark was probably a better warrior than Jaime Lannister. And I
He
know
was.
and I know there's people out there in the Game of Thrones world that will laugh at that because of the books and has written that Jaime Lannister was one of the greatest swordsmen and all that old nonsense. But when you think about military minds, for him to be so young and for him to outmaneuver the Lannisters who were more battle
accustomed to battle.
Yeah,
more
more
seasoned.
battle tested than he was. You got to get a dude.
Well,
credit.
I mean, I'm a challenge you guys for a second because I remember what you just said, Mac. Were the Lannisters truly more battle tested than the Northmen? Maybe not Rob Stark himself, but I'm talking about his bannermen, the people he had around the table as he strategized this war. Do you believe that
You make a great point because I'm just going from when they battled the Mad King, but you make a great point because really all the Lannisters did was storm the
right, and they
city or whatever,
right,
what I mean?
They didn't really do shit. I'm just saying, like the you got the Karstarks,
mm-hmm.
the Boltons,
you got Bear Island,
the Mormonts. You had all these Northmen that fought in major battles with fucking, because we all know. And if you don't know, if you're a Game of Thrones enthusiast, that the Starks and the Starks bannermen were in all the major battles to get King Robert on the throne.
They bannermen were loyal for the most part.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're probably the most loyal bannermen out of everyone in the Game of Thrones or in Westeros.
Yeah. Well, that was
the honest,
superpower.
What saved
concrete?
Yeah. What saved the Lannisters in this war was the fact that really the people who should have been working together wasn't working together because they all were battling to be on the throne themselves. So instead of what Joffrey real name is, give me his name. I don't know why the Baratheon. So instead of the Baratheons, and instead of them working with the North,
they're working with fake credit, Mac.
But I'm saying, instead of them working with the North, they were all split because you had Renly who felt like he should be on the throne. Then you had the brother.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought that up, Mac, because that's where we went last. That's where we went next. We end up seeing Davos and Stannis. You see his hair. I picked this picture specifically because of Stannis's hair. I fucking hate it.
Looks like my hair.
Mm-hmm. And right when you went there, Mac, Stannis and Davos and his and the rest of his people, Melisandre and all those people, they confronted Renly. You remember that, Mac?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They confronted Renly about what the fuck is you on, G? Like, you're my little brother.
I'm the heir to the Iron Throne.
I'm the king by right. Right? Mm-hmm. What you doing? And but continue.
You soft, basically, what he was saying.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, what made him soft, man?
He basically told him, you got till dawn, bitch. Yeah. I've been whooping your ass for your whole life.
Yeah.
You're a big brother. I've been whooping your ass your whole life.
Yeah. You're not me.
So you're being like Jermaine Jackson to Michael.
You're not me or Robert.
Essentially, that's what you're trying to say.
It's not the same.
Oh my
Bigger
God.
brother, little brother.
That was a terrible fucking analogy.
Don't beat me, Tito.
What is wrong with him?
Don't do it. Stop.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna sing for the people.
He cannot stay on track, bro.
Stop it, man. There's Yo Moncada.
He can't do it, right?
Oh, he's got a good game.
Yeah.
We're gonna
He's
talk
got a
about.
good game, man.
We're gonna talk about Yoan Makata one day.
No, no, you're not. No, the
Yeah, we
fuck
are.
You mean the Theon Greyjoy of Game of Thrones?
You think he's Theon Greyjoy?
He's the Theon
You
Greyjoy.
know, the White Sox. He's the
Yeah.
Theon Greyjoy of the White
He's
Sox.
the Theon.
Boy, you got any last words?
You got any last
You
words?
got any last
Hey, y'all
words?
know how we get down on the fucking south side of the
Yo,
wall.
ignorant.
Oh.
Ignorant.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, outside of Jaime Lannister, the Targaryens, Stannis Baratheon is my favorite character on the show.
Stannis, tell me why, Justin. I really want to know. I really want to understand why he's up there.
Because
he was a warrior, though. He was a warrior.
Yeah, like that's what I said last week, Mac. Like, if I wasn't trolling and picking Jaime Lannister as my warrior, Stannis was gonna be my warrior. Like,
And still nobody can fly your fucking dragon.
He's so stern, but he keeps an open mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he keeps his mind open to other shit while still staying 10 toes on his fucking morals.
You sound like House Martell right now.
You know what's funny though? It's funny you like Stannis Baratheon, but you don't like Lord Eddard Stark. And to be honest, Stannis and Lord Eddard Stark was pretty.
They were close. They were close, and they've been to battle together a few times.
Yeah,
and Stannis respected. He checked somebody about. He checked Cutland.
Yeah, about her husband's name.
Yeah, like you're over here with my brother. Like, what the fuck is you on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm over here. You know, your husband died because he knew I had the fucking throne. I'm supposed to be the king, and here you are.
I'm glad you brought that up. Somebody should have checked her because she was basically pissing on her husband's name when you really think about it.
Yeah, that was one of the moments, Mac, where he was fucking rolling in his grave.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably rolling in his grave when they met up on the cliffside.
Well, probably because he didn't have a head. It's very hard to find an equilibrium when you don't have a fucking head.
What are we gonna do with Bull?
I don't know, but that's
you dumb by default, Bull.
That was a good joke, Bull. That was a good joke. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was fucking.
This man cannot stay.
That was.
I try to keep it fresh.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey Mac, why don't you play me a tune on the fucking piano?
It's it.
Play me some chopsticks, motherfucker.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That was not a gang symbol, anybody. That was a middle finger.
Okay,
man. Boy Mac.
So I mean, but no, like I'm glad we brought it up too because but at the same time, Lord Stannis, or the
that a Steinway?
opposing king Stannis. At the time, we had 4 kings vying for the throne. We had Joffrey, we had Robb, we had Stannis, we had Renly.
3.
You know?
1 ascended the kingdom.
Okay. But Stannis, like you said, Justin, Stannis was very stern. He stood on what he believed in. He didn't waver, but at the same time, he did keep an open mind. That's why he brought in Melisandre. He disregarded the old gods.
He's honorable.
He disregarded the old gods. He disregarded the 7 and took on the Lord of Light.
Now Ned would have never done that.
No, Ned would have never done
that. Stark would have never done that.
No, Ned was always a believer in the old gods.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't change.
And the new gods as well.
I don't know.
But I think the stem went back to the old gods. You're right.
No, they believed in the old.
Old guys. That's why they kept the wirewood, or not the wirewood, whatever.
Weirwood.
The tree, the weirwood. Yeah, the weird.
And that's why, remember, she made that
the
whatever that thing was for her son.
When Rob, not Rob, but Brandon fell.
Yeah, Brandon fell.
Yeah.
And then remember, she said she had only done that twice. She had done that for Jon Snow because she felt bad about. She had she said she had prayed that he would die, and then something happened to him, and then she made one of those and asked for forgiveness or whatever.
Because
but I'm gonna tell you that when I heard that,
he's a
when I
piece of
heard,
shit.
there you go, Ray. Thank you for
He's a piece of shit.
yeah.
He's a
I
piece of
said,
shit.
this
He really
one.
is.
Yeah.
I will always curse for you from here on out, Mac. She's a piece of shit.
She was.
Justin, do we even care what's happening across the narrow sea right now? I mean, you're the host. Let me know. Do we care?
No, I don't care actually.
That's your people.
No, we want to go to the narrow sea.
No, we don't.
I think it's essential.
Why?
Just like water is essential to the human body.
No, it ain't. Weed is essential to the human body, bull.
I believe so. Yes, I could not
we
survive
gotta
without
talk about the fact they escaped the red waste. You know what I mean?
But they're heading to the land of bones.
I mean, Justin, I mean, you're the host. Are we going to talk about what happens across the narrow sea this week?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Nope.
Well,
What's that little thing on the side of your head?
We're moving to Heron Hall then, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're going to go to Heron Hall. We're just not going to talk about Daenerys this week.
Nope. We leave the Targaryens out of it.
Okay. I mean, I'm good with it.
I mean, Viola Davis looked bad anyway. She should have played Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah, let's just keep it there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we're just trying to figure out where we're going to go. You know, even though I don't know, man. I think I
Wait, can we address
what's on your mind, Ray?
I think we need to address one thing.
There's just one part I think we have to talk about.
What's sticking out to you? Because I want to avoid the Targaryens, but go ahead.
Okay, so let's avoid the Targaryens. Let's talk about a certain group of people that were introduced in this episode.
That sounds racist.
Yeah. What group is this?
The
Them
13.
people? You people?
The fucking 13.
No. Nope.
Yeah. MS 13?
The 13. The 13 was introduced right here. Like we're talking about the rulers of Karth.
Well,
weird.
So hold on. So you want to touch on Karth, allegedly the greatest city ever built?
They said it's the greatest city there ever is, and
ever will be,
or ever will be. Yeah, there you go.
Why do we got to talk about Daenerys Targaryen getting rejected by these fucking losers?
They didn't reject her; they brought her in.
No, you know, initially they wanted to turn her around.
They did.
That's why I wanted to avoid it, because I don't want to
turn her around. What does that mean?
What?
I'm just wondering.
Are you saying turn her around is a bad thing? No, Justin, for real. Like keep it a buck. Like the 13 came out and they were very
characters though.
They were very fucking pomp and fucking I don't know
elitist.
Yeah, elitist. There you go. They were fucking like very goddamn. They should be wearing ascots. You know.
I would have never trusted them. They were
wearing ascots.
Me neither, Mac.
But Mac, you were thirsty. You
That's
were
true.
hungry.
Thirsty and musty like Starks.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, I wouldn't have trusted them. They were.
I mean, the buddy ass wouldn't even give you his name. He just said it's too long.
And he was suspect too. I mean, they were suspect.
What do you mean by suspect?
Just a lot of suspect characters in there.
It's like Neighborhood Watch.
Wait, suspect like Prince Oberyn or suspect in a different way?
I mean, he's
not going to do this.
I'm just saying.
We're not going to do this.
There's a lot of suspect characters.
So
a lot of suspect characters.
So yeah, we're not going to do this. So yeah, we're going to skip over that. We're going to get back to Heron Hall.
What the fuck was that?
This is where we get to meet the best warrior in the
So
kingdom.
During this moment, it's raining, it's dark, and we hear a voice, right? I don't have that picture, but we're hearing her for the first time reveal something. What did she reveal, Bull? We're talking.
I don't know.
Lady.
Oh, that she is hiding as a boy.
No, god damn it. You missed it. I threw you a softball. Justin, help me out.
I play baseball, not softball.
Okay. She revealed she's Arya Stark.
No. I'm gonna try it again. Mac, what did she start doing when it was raining? And
his motherfucker. Hold on.
She wasn't chanting.
No, let Mac go.
Yes, first. She was. You fuck.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
Mac, what's your answer?
I don't know what she revealed, to be honest.
Ray is 0 for 3. Like, yo, I'm
this was the first time that we heard her do her list.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
The
right.
first
Yo,
time we heard her
oh.
say her list.
My first triple
All
play.
the people she
You
wanted
know,
to kill.
all the people she wanted to kill. This is the first time we heard her say it out loud. Cersei,
Ricky Renteria.
Sir,
Tony La Russa.
whatever the fuck.
Ilan
The
Payne.
Hound,
Jake
Ilan
Berger.
Payne. You know, Ilan Payne, the Hound, so on and
The
so forth.
mountain.
Now, imagine. No, she hadn't said the mountain yet. But at this point in time, she only had 4 names.
It was only 4 of them.
Ilan Payne,
Cersei.
the Hound, Cersei, and Joffrey.
I think Littlefinger was on that list.
We all know that list grew.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
More people had to die.
More people had to die. Yeah.
And she got the
guess
job
what?
done.
There's only one person on that list she scratched off.
The Hound.
Yeah, she took the Hound off. Like, that's her man. But we're gonna get to that later.
Also, who was protecting Sansa in the beginning of this episode? The Hound.
Yeah.
Who?
But even in that, we started to see, like, yo, you know,
Who let the
because,
dogs out?
Justin and we before the show, I forgot that what's his name popped up in the show. This fucking guy, Justin's Lord. Justin,
Leader.
what did Lord Tywin do when he got there?
He had to fucking get the rank and file. What y'all doing? Why are these slaves are being fucking tortured and not fucking put to work? Why is this un-Lannister-like behavior? Why is this little girl boy know how to read and speak in straight sentences?
Yeah, he recognized that she was different off rip.
Yeah, she ain't had that Stark smell on her, so that's why she ain't get fucking held for ransom. She was just like regular, smell like regular.
You know
shit.
what's kind of fucked up to think about that situation is think about Tywin and Arya actually working together, like being part of the same family. It would change the whole fucking game.
Expound
is Tywin had an offspring that was an assassin like Arya wanted to be, was becoming.
Oh, wow. So now you agree that Arya is one of the best warriors of the kingdom.
Okay.
She is, yes.
Yeah.
Then why do you argue him up and down during the draft?
Yeah.
Just to say this 2 weeks later.
It wasn't against me and Mac. It was more against you because Justin, you drafted a dragon that you cannot fly. All right.
What does that got to do with you fucking being honest about Arya?
No. Let's just get real. The first army that's going to be taken out, the first draft that's being taken out is yours, Justin.
Justin, you didn't draft not one dragon rider?
Not at all.
Damn.
But his second pick of the draft was Caraxes.
It was a pick out of spite.
I drafted Daemon. Daemon can take Caraxes. I got your dragon. What are you gonna do now? It's not coming.
What the fuck does that got to do with you being honest about Arya being the best warrior?
I drafted a better warrior in Daemon.
So you just fucking dumb and can't answer the question, or you're avoiding it?
That was a good question.
Why are you backtracking 2 weeks later just to throw it in my face when you wasn't even talking about anybody I drafted?
Because you drafted a dragon you cannot fly.
What does that got to do with Arya?
Mac drafted an army he cannot feed.
Okay.
Also,
so this is where we at. Okay.
Yeah.
Ray Martell.
Yeah,
bisexual house of Martell.
That has bearing on
They're just opened up to a lot of different diseases.
Oh wow.
All because we asked him about Arya Stark.
All because we asked.
Yeah, because you're trying to fight me.
All right, so Justin,
do get dirty.
You know, we end up seeing that Lord Tywin has showed up to Harrenhal, and he recognizes that, you know, Arya's there. He doesn't know who Arya is, but he recognizes she's different, so on and so forth. And then
Meg is glitching out down there.
Yeah, then we finally move on and we get to the end of the episode where we see that Davos is talking with Melisandre. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. That's when they finally like put it on the table.
Yeah,
Like, what are you doing to my king
king.
Stannis? And
Yeah,
she's telling him like he was chosen. I'm only doing what I'm supposed to do.
right.
Was
But
he really
she
chosen?
believed that he was the prince that was promised,
Yes.
and that's the other thing that we haven't really spoke on. The prophecy of the prince that was promised, Azor Ahai or Zor Ahai or however you say that,
Azor Ahai.
Azor Ahai, whatever the fuck he means.
How high is she?
You know,
We
we
don't know.
talked about that before, but you know, she really truly believed that Stannis was that at that moment in time. Later on, we realized that she fucked up, and it had to be somebody else because you know she had to be. But at the end of the day, um, I just think that at this point in time, she was forming that demon in her belly, and you know, Davos didn't know anything about it, but he was privy to what was happening when it started happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like he started to fucking not. He wasn't believing because he still couldn't believe what he was seeing and witnessing.
Right,
But
because a lot of people are like that. But
mhm.
continue. I'm sorry.
But once she drug him down to the cave and then went into labor, that's when this man started to realize like maybe this is powers out of my control.
Yeah. Why you put that up? The hang, you know.
Hey, Tywin looks fat in that, like his belt struggling.
Oh my God. But you know what I mean. Like, you know, she started to give birth to the demon, and
That's a beautiful sight right there.
no, it's not. Let
I
me
wish
check
that
out.
was like my point of view.
But you know, she gave birth to the shadow demon, and we all
Ugh.
know what happened after that. Um,
Ugh.
did they show that at the end of the
Ugh.
episode? I don't
No, that
think
goes into the new episode.
the next
Going into
Next
episode
week,
5.
next week they show exactly what the shadow demon actually is all
And
about.
my
actually
girl,
we open
my
up into
girl
that.
Brienne is on
Literally,
the life
motherfucker stabbing him
sentence.
in the heart.
Brienne, I have a different perspective of her from the last two episodes that I
Why?
ever had before. Right?
Why?
Because you know that there are characters in stories that are necessary to be the big loof, the big fucking, you know, I broke another one, boss.
The
You know,
Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah, it's like I'm just a big ass fucking, you know, blah blah blah. You know, and
What the fuck?
yeah, and like essentially these first few episodes, that's how she was, but she was raised that way. She was raised to serve the king, and she believed Renly was the king at the time, and that's why she fought in the tournament, won, and asked to be in the king guard because that's how she was raised. Like her father kind of understood that she was just a big ass fucking
Yeah, she wasn't. She
a
wasn't
jock.
a house lady.
No, she was not. You know, so he recognized that, and you know, props to him for allowing her to be who she truly is, and you know, taught her how to fight and you know have armor and all that good stuff. Um, but at the same time, you're a big dumb jock. You really are. Like you just go where people tell you.
You know where her lineage comes from?
Go ahead.
Rhaenyra.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God.
Okay, where did you
Or
find
the
that at?
gods of the 7.
Help me that. Help me out. Like what's
No, it's just something I read. You
no,
could
no,
just
help me out. Like, tell me, inform me. So she comes from Rhaenyra Targaryen
the lineage of.
from
Yeah.
House. So Rhaenyra, a couple generations later,
You're
she's
talking
like
about like
great great
250 years.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's great granddaughter of Rhaenyra,
Yes.
but she's of Tarth. Where's Tarth in the Westeros?
Oh, if I had a map, I couldn't point to. It's like pointing to at New Jersey. It's very hard to do.
The Stormlands.
It's in the Stormlands.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Um, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up.
Her
Let's see what
dad's name is Selwyn.
Selwyn.
I wouldn't name a child that.
Whose house do you think was of a greater name?
Justin, good call. But guess what? Tarth is an island. Look,
Mm.
Oh shit! That looks like dragons.
And Justin,
Stone.
you said it's the Stormlands. It's right there.
Hmm?
Well, that's the well, it's in the region of the Stormlands.
Yeah, but look at where it is in conjunction with King's Landing. King's Landing is right there.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Karth, Stormlands. Yeah. No wonder they are Baratheon bannermen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's with Renly. Bull, did you know that?
I did not.
You didn't know that. That's what's up. Because Storm's End is what? That's the Baratheon fucking castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, you took the Iron Islands, Ray.
I did.
You know you don't have much square feet to fuck around with.
Yeah, well, fuck around with me on my square feet that I got.
I mean, where are you gonna house the Unsullied army?
The Unsullied don't.
They're not gonna all rest in the islands.
No, they're gonna just have a fucking.
You got sleeping bags for them, Ray?
I
You
got
just
sleeping
think because
bags.
they have no dicks, you can just place them anywhere?
Yeah,
Wow.
because they're just
Sullied bags.
they're big dumb jocks. They're big dumb jocks.
I feel like Mac just left us.
I know.
On the south side.
I had a couple.
I ain't left.
I had a couple questions for Mac too.
He had to perm his hair.
I ain't left.
Why we can't see you, crazy dude?
My camera messing up.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Mac. Now I can't remember what question I had for you. Shit. All right.
Ask him how he's feeding his army.
No, I'm not going in there. But I mean we got this episode. Mac, was there anything else that stood out for you on this episode?
Well, only thing really stood out to me is we get to see basically how Cullen Stark finna undercut her son. The start of it, basically.
And what was that, bro? Like
her talking to Littlefinger, and when he gave her husband Bones, that was the start of the deal making, or them using her daughters against her to make her weak. Because from then on, it was all about her getting her daughters back instead of winning the
war and her son. I agree, because that's ultimately we all know what happened after that. She makes the decision to let fucking Jamie go, which was the dumbest fucking shit ever. It is what.
Well, there was a trial by combat.
What?
Wasn't that a trial by combat?
When?
To release? Oh no, there was to release Tyrion.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I would never have allowed that shit either.
Yeah.
Bull, does this happen in the future from where we're talking about now?
No, Marty McFly, it doesn't.
Marty McFly. Hey, McFly. Fucking,
hey, McFly.
Yeah.
Is there anybody there?
Yeah.
McFly.
Biff. That was his name. Biff. Hey, Biff. What we got here?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to see something. Like, Bull, what would you do? Okay, hypothetically speaking, what happens if we kill Ray's Night King? What happens to your army?
If they kill the Night King, my army still survives.
How?
Well, if you want to be real about it, Bran Stark can control the army.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's a warg. He's the most powerful person in Westeros.
So you want Bran Stark controlling your soldier's mind?
Yes.
Do you trust Bran on the battlefield?
That's my fucking sergeant.
Does he have a warrior's brain? Does he have a fighter's brain?
He's the king right now, if you want to be in real time.
But why did they pick Bran as the king?
Smartest motherfucker. He can see what has happened, what can transpire.
No, and no.
That was not it. But we you know what? Let's just table that one. We'll put a pin in that shit for fucking episodes later. Because I'm gonna challenge you on that one, Bull. Because
the answer is just so fucking simple.
Yeah, it's a bullshit ass take. before we go, Mac, you got any final thoughts on the birth of this demon that Melisandre had?
Nah, I mean, just only thing it did was kind of turn the war a little bit as far as for Stannis. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she did it, right? She did it
Yeah.
because Stannis need not be opposed, and she felt that was the
Okay,
best way.
Shakespeare.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're
Even
welcome.
though Shakespeare was a fucking hack, and Dumont was a better writer than him. Y'all know who Dumont was, right?
Is that the guy they named Lakeshore Drive after?
Absolutely
No, that's
not.
Dubois.
That's
Fucking
no,
idiot.
that's Oh my God, goddamn! We have to rehash fucking Chicago history. Jesus, man,
I had to get the two closest sounding motherfuckers again.
No, man. Like,
Didn't they name it after George Washington Carver?
no. What is the? You know what? I'm gonna stop. Like, come on, man.
I'm serious.
No. What is Lakeshore Drive called now?
DuSable.
DuSable
Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
You call it
They're
DuSable
going to call it
Lakeshore
Lori
Drive?
I don't
Lightfoot
know.
Drive
It's just
in
Lakeshore
the next
Drive.
2 years.
Always, the Sears Tower is always going to be the Sears Tower. I don't even know what they call
Everybody get out in there and vote. February 28th.
What is I forgot what the fuck I was talking about because you guys fucking fucked me up with that bullshit ass.
Well, Justin works for Lori Lightfoot's campaign. So.
Damn. All right. Anyway, I forgot. So I'm an old man. I be forgetting shit.
Wow.
And, not old man.
Red Fox.
Yeah, I'm not an old man. I'm just, I guess a lot on my mind.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to wrap this shit up. I'm tired of looking at Bull.
I
I'm
understand.
tired of looking at this motherfucker.
But Justin, before we go, I need
Yeah.
you to tell me about this birth that Melisandre had, like the impact of seeing it for the first time. Do you remember the first time you saw this? I was like,
Yeah.
Okay, so have me.
It was actually more amazing the second time because the first time I seen it, I was just watching the show like a just a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But just the fact that they are able to conjure up this spirit just to take out Renly. Like Stannis just said to Renly's face, I'm gonna kill you if you oppose me. You got till dawn to make your decision. They still went about it to where Stannis didn't have to physically kill his brother.
That's crazy to me. And
that's crazy.
I walked away from it feeling the same way. And I was just like, and Stannis, that was the moment in time where I started to look at Stannis a little different. I thought Stannis was he was a prideful guy. He was upstanding. He was stout and very stern in his mind. But in that moment where they allowed somebody to kill his brother, even though he made the threat before, it was just like, damn,
you really gave the keys to this woman to
your brother.
My brother.
Yeah.
That gives the keys to a lot more.
Ray, would you think Stannis Baratheon is a Democrat?
I don't do politics, bro.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take that as a no. Another reason why I like Stannis Baratheon.
Yeah, I don't do politics.
Vote for Willie Wilson.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just.
Well, you got some fat ass fingers, bro. Your fingers look like mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, you know what though? I still hit a fadeaway on your fucking Reggie Theus looking ass.
Hey, Reggie. He does look like.
I see you.
If you put a curl on him, he does look like Reggie Theus.
Fuck you too, right?
hey, Bull.
Yo.
So when you're throwing a curveball, do you when you grip the ball,
flip that shit?
Do you
flip
it, or do you come up over the top?
No. I'm 1-2 with the seam. Flip.
That's not true. That's not true. That's a slider. I'm sorry.
That's a fucking Justin, everybody who
Justin, tell him, Justin.
Well, I could hold my curve and my slider with the same grip. It's all about the wrist. Like
Right.
if I'm coming over the top like this, I want that tumbling action. That's the curve.
That's
If I come off
12
to the
to
side
6,
like
right?
this,
That's
it'll
12
be
to 6. How are you going to tell me how to throw my curveball? It's
So
fucking nasty.
so your
12 to
curveball is
6.
12 to 6 this way.
12
Yeah.
to
Your
6.
your slider
And it
is 12 to 6.
rotates that way.
Yeah, you want to get underneath the ball
That's
a
the
little bit
rotation.
to get that lateral movement. If you stay on
You
top,
see the finger
you'll get
on the
that
top?
tumbling action.
Okay. right.
This finger holds the most.
Right. This finger holds the most. And so you're the last
Bro,
thing to
I'm
leave
telling you, it snaps.
the last thing to leave the baseball is the meat of the index finger.
Yeah.
The last thing to leave the seam of the baseball.
The last thing to leave the seam. Okay, cool. Got it.
The baseball and the seam are completely different. I hope you guys understand that.
Well, one day we're gonna break down the essence of a baseball in Westeros. if it's
Bull,
Oh
what's
my
the name of
God.
what Bull? What's the name of this podcast?
The South Side of the motherfucking Wall.
outstanding.
You heard his punk ass, right? This was the South Side of the Wall, a Bad Guy Radio and Ray's Juke Joint production together. And like I always say, this message was rated BGR.
BGR in the house. Ray, Juke Joint.